Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video here on my channel. Before we start, I want to point out that I usually make videos in German, so I apologize for any weird sentences I might say. Last year I discovered a ROM hack for my all-time favorite childhood game Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, or like I called it back then, Erkundungsteam Himmel. This hack, called Explorers of Skies, not to mix up with the original Explorers of Sky, is a quality of life hack with new content, some balancing adjustments and a little more difficulty. Not Kaiser-like, just a little sprinkle harder. But since this game is extremely text heavy and I wanted to have the nostalgia overdose, I decided to translate the game into my main language, German. It was a lot of work, it was very tedious, but it turned out pretty great. So today I wanna show you how I did this and how you can translate skies yourself in any European language you like. All you need for this project is the Xenophobia dump of Explorers of Sky, the patch for Explorers of Skies, obviously, plus an original EU ROM would be helpful as well, and the heart of this project, the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon editor Sky Temple. With this neat little program, you can pretty much edit anything in this game. Pokemon, attacks, or even the story scripts using the debugger, and that's what we are all after. Here in this monstrosity of list is everything which drives the all beloved story. The dumb thing about this is not only the story logic is in here, but even the dialogue. You gotta love hard-coded dialogues. Normally, you would have to go through all this chunk, find the dialogue line and replace it with the corresponding line from the multi-language EU ROM from Explorers of Sky. But this would cost way too much time and potentially my insanity as well. So I wrote a little Python script which does most of this work for me. To use this, you have to have the Python interpreter installed on your PC plus one extra module for the nice GUI. To get this, open your command line and type pip install pysite6 and let it run. Now you're good to go to save a lot of time. In my tool I bundled everything together what you need. In the EU folder, which contains all the scripts with 5 European languages, and the Skies folder, which contains all scripts from the Explorers of Skies ROM hack. All you really need to do is specify the EU folder using this button, the same for the Skies folder using the button underneath, and set the language in which Skies shall be translated into. Here you can choose between German, French, Spanish, Italian and back into English as well. For the sake of this tutorial I will choose Spanish since I don't really speak it. The original language doesn't normally need to be changed since Skies always refers to English, so just leave it as it is. And if it's all set, you can press translate and let it do its thing. When it's done after 1 or 2 minutes, you have a nice Skies folder full of translated scripts, but unfortunately you still need Sky Temple to do some annoying and tedious work. At least it's a pretty brain dead one. To do this, open up Sky Temple with your copy of Skies and start the debugger. Now open one script and find where you saved your ROM. Next to it you will see a folder with the name of your ROM. There, Sky Temple saves all your game's files into and reads from. And that's where we inject our translated scripts into. Open your Skies folder which you translated before, copy all folders and paste them into the scripts folder. Now you injected them into the editor, but Sky Temple unfortunately doesn't know them yet. So the tedious part begins. Now you have to go through all of the scripts in the debugger. Say keep the source, type a space and delete it again to make it savable. And this for all of the scripts. And yes, it's as annoying as it sounds, maybe even more. The good thing about this that you only have to do this once. If Staro, the creator of the hack, updates Skies, you only need to do this to the modified scripts. But more about updating your translation at the end of the video. Sometimes the compiler will cry about an error. That's where the file got modified from the original game and you have to do some manual adjustments. Just find the file from original Skies, copy all dialogue lines down until it matches the original game. Now you should have some blank lines where you can insert your own translations. And since I don't really speak Spanish, I just use Google Translate. Keep in mind that the script debugger is still in early development, so please save your hard work regularly. After this monstrosity is finally done, we only have a few more steps to go. Next is translating all of the Pokemon names, attacks, menus and so on. All of these things are located under the button strings. Here you can simply import and export a CSV file with all of the text. We can simply take the file from the EU version, but we have to make some adjustments because the EU file has a few more lines in it. To make use of it, you have to strip these lines out of the file until the line count matches the one from Skies. As a template, you can use the one provided in my translation tool. If you're a Mystery Dungeon pro, you may encounter some irregularities with the attack description. This is a known bug, but I haven't come around to fix this yet. Added content like new dungeons, for example the Magna Gate or the Split Decision dungeons, will require manual adjustments as well. And that's basically it. If you like, you can also take the HUD graphics of your language and replace the English one with it, or edit the game title to reflect its language. One little side note about updating your translation. You don't have to do all of this work again if Staro updates the hack. You can use the tool dslazy to extract all of the game's files and reuse all untouched scripts. Just patch a fresh copy of Skies, extract it using dslazy and replace all untouched scripts with your old ones. You still have to manually edit and compile the modified files, import the CSV file, which usually stays unmodified, and replace the HUD graphics. So, and if you went through all of this, you have Skies in your native language and you can enjoy all of its quality of life improvements like in your childhood. Have fun and relive all of your good memories.